What's going on, everyone? I've got the Final Fantasy music playing because it's what I'm listening to while I'm doing these other shits about how to use ChatGPT for business purposes and a bunch of other shit that I'm doing. I'm just trying to stay productive and all that bullshit. Look, so I just saw that the Witch's Coven put out some article about like, don't be such a wino, you stupid whore, and all that bullshit. Basically, is what it's saying. But look, I want to remind everyone, I can pick on Tiffany, you can't pick on Tiffany. Alright? I can call her a stupid wino whore, piece of shit, and all that bullshit. You can't. If you call her any of that, it's fighting words and all that bullshit. But who cares? Because she's a stupid wino. But, if you really want to know, now that I know that Tiffany is Stephanie, it seems like all this is like a power struggle, probably between her dad and me, for control of Tiffany. Whose face I want to nut on. But, the thing is, now that I know that, I can adjust and all that bullshit. I don't want to deal with any of your bullshit. I don't know how else to say that. Me and Tiffany are long overdue for an in-person conversation. And unless that stupid cunt, you know, fucking teleports her ass over here and explains everything, the next best thing I can do is when I become a bajillionaire again, I'm going to schedule out a week or two, I'm going to go to Korea, I'm going to camp out at Sublime, and probably try to serve her papers or some bullshit like that. But, you know, for lawsuits and whatnot. Or she can do what she fucking said she was going to do and explain everything. Now, as far as me also wanting to nut on Crystal's Lancome face, I don't know what's going on between you and Tiffany and Lancome. I do know that there seemed to be some like douchey perv behind the scenes at Lancome who was trying to perv on Tiffany, and I threw a hissy fit about that. Not really a hissy fit, I was like... When I say hissy fit, what I mean is like dump her for doing something I don't like, and then she correcting the thing that made me upset, and then pretending that I never dumped her, because supposedly like she thinks all my actions have to be approved by her, and she just like vetoes every time. Like the way she thinks it works is every time I say you're dumped, you stupid whore, she goes veto. That's what she thinks it is. I don't know how else to describe it. But, so, I do think, though, that there's something going on there with Lancome and Tiffany leaving it, because she got really upset at me when she left Lancome. So, probably there's some pervy producer behind-the-scenes shit going on there, and I hope Crystal's not giving that fucking douchey loser too much of her feedy pics and all that bullshit or whatever the fuck goes on in Singapore. But and okay, so you went and changed up your whole basketball bullshit, which is, this is the other thing. If you were a basketball chick, which by the way, if you were I would have never noticed you or given you too much attention. You seem like a bookworm, nerdy, wear glasses, you know, play chess kind of girl. Which are honestly the most freakiest. But like, if it was something that you liked doing and it was a part of the normal you, I'd be okay with it. It seems like a retarded like cash grab put together by a bunch of morons. That's why it's extra insulting and all that bullshit. But it just seems very tyrannical. Your entire culture seems tyrannical, and the best thing I can describe, it's almost like, you know how like they say in World War II, like they woke the sleeping giant? It's like, it's what Tiffany did. I was just like leaving everyone alone and just like buying NFTs and all that bullshit, and then she came by and like just poke, and I was like, fuck with me, and she's like, poke. And eventually I fucking woke up and she was like, oh my god, it was the giant, woke up, what do I do? So fucking she's so fucking Asian. I don't know how else to say it. Like all the Asian stereotypes, she's like Selfie and Yuna I mean, Selphie and Renoa, but combined with Princess Dagger, these are all Final Fantasy characters, and a little bit of Rosa from Part 4, which is really Part 2. Part 2 in America, Part 4 in Japan. Like, her magical power, like, her limit break would be Lagomorph. Lagomorph. It either fucks up and you get a little bit of energy back, or every now and then it hits correctly and the whole party gets healed. That would be like whenever she's with the Girls' Generation. Fuck. She's so cunty. So but what I was saying was, if any of you other bitches slide into my DMs and all that bullshit, that would be cool. Because I don't like chasing bullshit. It just wastes time and productivity. So, I hate to say it like this, but normally what happens is, like, Tiffany's trying to, like, stake a claim on me, and the best I can do is, like, brush it off, and then she'll, like, put the claim back on, and I'll, like, brush it off. But, like, if I brush it off, like, Hanaming, Minjunjo, I'm kind of like, you went to some weird twerking concert with some creepo, so I kind of, I mean, you're still hot, but I'm gonna, like, you know how, like, Anna Akana, like, didn't shave her armpits for, like, one time, so I gave her, like, a little 6-month break before I even talked to her. You're getting close to one of those. But Hannah Ming, you can slide into my DMs. Priscilla Kwan, think you're cool. Who are the other bitches? Crystal, feel free to do that. But if I'm being totally honest, it seems like the issue here isn't Tiffany. It seems like it's Tiffany's control dramas that have been gifted to her from her culture and her family. And I understand what it's like to have a whole bunch of control dramas you did not want. Trust me, Italian, Spanish bullshit, I don't want to deal with it. It's probably the reason why I smoke a whole bunch, other than injuries, is that bullshit. But you want to know what's even better than having a control drama? Not having control dramas. You don't understand. The reason why, and I'm also very selective, like, I'm very selective of who I let spend time with me, because they never want to leave. Because I don't understand. It's like everyone doesn't do what they want to do. Like, if you want to sleep until 2 o'clock, you can sleep until 2 o'clock. That's why I got the fucking big bed. I'll get up now and do some shit, because I don't want to sleep until 2 o'clock. But if you want to be snoozer GF, go ahead and be snoozer GF and sleep until 2 fucking o'clock. I don't really give a shit. And if you want to wake up and put on my sweats and all that bullshit and, like, take a shit, you know, because that's what people do, and go back to sleep, I'm fine with that too. If you want to smoke a blunt, I got a blunt rolled before you go back to sleep. It's Saturday. Why wouldn't you do that? And they're always like, I can just relax? Like, what do you want me to do? Hang out? You know, I don't have a TV here, so, I mean, if you want to watch something, bring your own iPad or, you know, whatever the fuck. I don't have any passwords to give you. I don't have a Netflix thingy and all that bullshit. I'm going to be doing business application DevOps shit. And believe it or not, normally what happens is then they start doing that shit and making money as well. So, I don't understand. She's just fucking crazy. She's obsessed with, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know how do you solve a problem like Tiffany? The thing is, I think she likes it when I talk about, well, I don't want to get into it. That's the other thing. I don't want to give names out, but I know at least one super hot bitch who flat out was like, I would start things up with you, but Tiffany. And I was like, what about Tiffany? That stupid whore. They're like, yeah, see? And I was like, fuck you. So I don't know what it is, but if she didn't have all this like dramas and bullshit, it would be much easier, is all I'm saying. But I don't know, she's just annoying. And it's supposed to be the 28th, so I'm probably gonna find out some more bullshit from this stupid whore later. Who gives a fuck? It's just really annoying because she was really cute and really, really like, you know, open to persuasion, let's say. And then, I guess because I didn't remember, she got really jaded and really salty and really cunty. And I thought that I was going to get some sympathy or at least some understanding when I told my side of the story. And everyone was just like, well, it's your fault for telling her those things that you told her. And I was like, well, I was drunk. And she had my number, so she could have called me. But, which I guess she did, but she just like hung up all the time and all that bullshit, which was really also annoying. I guess the point I'm saying is, I think that your family is annoying, which is probably a good thing, because you must think they're annoying too, and all you have to do to get away from them is just get away from them. I don't know where I was going with that, but just don't make... Yes, she is a wino, but I mean, she's not that much of a wino, I guess is what I'm saying.